It's game on!
Starting match.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're underway. Round starting in 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Joining match. Joining match.
Steal. Interception. It's game on!
Starting match.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're underway.
What is up, Echo Master League? Welcome to Week 3, Season 4. We've got the 12th ranked team, Deadlock, and the 17th ranked team, Kill Code, in the arena tonight. Two teams that bring the same hunger for a win. I'm Fingolfin on the cast with Trod on camera work today. It's a beautiful Thursday night, and this matchup has all the ingredients for a high-tempo, highlight-heavy game. Expect fast rotations, aggressive jousts and stacks, and some clutch moments before the buzzer. Strap in. This should be a good one. How are we doing, everybody, on this Thursday night? Chat, let's see. Cool Whip. Yep, got Cool Whip. We got Impact Gods on Kill Code, Solar P, Jack, Go Stuck. On Deadlock, we have Revoltra, Guinea 2018, Cool Whip, Flare Dash. All right. Getting ready for the start here. Hope we're all doing good today. Starting very soon. I love Impact and Jack and Go Stuck. Are they so chill? That's very true, McBubbles. Very true. All right, we're heading in for the neutral joust here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We begin. Both teams launching out of their respective tunnels. Deadlock immediately winning the joust. A lot of chaos here from both teams. Jack ends up clearing it out through the left tunnel. Jack and Go Stuck on the re-grabs. Go Stuck looking for Jack. Jack is going to pass it up to Solar P and over to Go Stuck for the 2. Excellent speed here immediately off the bat for kill code.
10, 9, 8,
Deadlock here with the
6,
offensive joust here, looking to respond.
3, 2, 1.
Heading off here. A little bit of lag there, taking the quarterback position, looking for someone open. Passing it over to Revoltra. Revoltra getting pressured by the fast stack. The fast stack ends up providing the pressure. A lot of chaos. Jack ends up getting it. Jack going for the bounce shot. Ends up missing off the back. Revoltra takes it. Tries to pass it back to Guinea. It lands up in the hands of Jack, who gets the 2 off the messy play there from Deadlock.
12, 11, 10.
Good play here from Killcode so far. Keeping up the pressure. The fast stacks really giving Deadlock some things to think about. Deadlock here with the offensive joust, ready to respond. Guinea at the QB, passing it over to the right tunnel. Gets almost picked off by the fast stack. Ends up in the hands of Cool Whip. Cool Whip versus Impact. Tries to pass it over to Flare Dash. Jack ends up grabbing it. Jack trying to find an opening here. Clears it out. Over 2. Lands up in the hands of Impact Gods. Impact Gods trying to passing it over to Solar P. And Ghost Duck with the stun there to distract the goalie. Kill code coming in hot and fast here at the start of this round. There are still 8 minutes to go, of course, but kill code having the momentum. Deadlock looking to respond here. Gonna need something quick. Guinea looking for an opening. Pressured by Solar P over to Flare Dash. Flare Dash pressured by the fast stack of Ghost Duck and Jack over to Revoltra. Revoltra passes it back to Flare Dash. Flare Dash looking for an opening, taking it slow on the ceiling. Passes it over to Revoltra, who gets the goal. No one in goal there. Killcode trying to provide pressure there. However, Deadlock gets the shot around. Well played there from Deadlock to answer right back. And it's a 6-3 game with 7 minutes to go. Killcode here on the offensive joust. Solar P taking control over to the left tunnel to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck seeing the fast stack of Flare Dash and Cool Whip. Trying to find an opening here. Pass it over to Impact Gods. Back to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck resets it back to Solar P, who's being under heavy pressure. Over to Impact Gods. Impact Gods on the right wall. Looking for an opening here. Passes it up to Ghost Duck, who gets the goal. Beautiful passing play there from Killcode. And Killcode gets the momentum right back. 8-3. Deadlock here. Going to have to respond. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the match. With the offensive joust. Deadlock coming out of the tunnels. Guinea looking for an opening. Pressure by the fast stack with Jack and Ghost Duck. Over to Flare Dash. Flare Dash pressured by Solar P. Passing it over all the way to Revoltra. Revoltra versus Impact Gods. What a save by Impact Gods there. But picked up by Flare Dash. Flare Dash looking for an opening here. Tries to shoot. A little bit off the mark there. Revoltra takes possession. Revoltra trying to find an opening. Pressure by Solar P. Picked off by Impact Gods. Trying to go for the pass to Flare Dash. Clears it out. Ghost Duck and Impact Gods on the regrabs. Impact Gods trying to grab that. However, ends up missing. Bounces off some geometry. Solar P grabs it. Solar P looking for Jack. Over to, apparently, to Ghost Duck. However, it misses its mark. Solar P going to reset here. Take his time. Looking for an opening. Solar P taking it slow. Pressured by the fast stack. Immediately throws it to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck gets stolen by Revoltra. Revoltra clears it out. Going all the way into the orange bubble. Ghost Duck grabs it. Over to Jack. Jack pressured by the fast stack of Flare Dash and Revoltra. Solar P also pressured by another fast stack of Deadlock. Passes it over to Revoltra. Cool Whip looking for the opening. Blocked by Ghost Duck. And it ends up in the hands of Impact Gods, who clears it out all the way. Ghost Duck trying to grab it through momentum. However, Impact Gods tries to go for the shot. Ends up getting it after grabbing it off the backboard. Beautiful plays here from Killcode. Definitely taking it a little bit slower. Deadlock giving good pressure. However, they're just not finding the opportunities right now. Still 4 minutes and 30 seconds here to go in the round. Deadlock out of their tunnels. Guinea looking for an open lane. Kill code. Under pressure here. Flare dash on the left wall. Bounces off some geometry there. Ends up in the hands of Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck passes it up. Solar P and Impact Gods on the regrabs. Grabbed by Revoltra back to give it back to Deadlock. Bounces off some geometry. Ends up in the hands of Jack. Jack trying to look for an opening. Passes it down to Solar P. Resets it to Impact Gods. Impact Gods looking for an opening. Pressured by Revoltra. Gets past Revoltra and gets the goal. Beautiful play there from Impact Gods. That's just what you want to see. He got through multiple defenders there on his way to that goal there. We'll see how Deadlock can respond here in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 12-3 right now in favor of Killcode. Guinea passing it over to Revoltra. Almost intercepted. Passing it over to Flare Dash. Tries to get over to Cool Whip, who's stunned out by Ghost Duck. Ends up in the hands of Impact Gods. A little bit of a scrum there. Jack tries to clear it out. Bounces off some geometry. Impact Gods ends up grabbing it. Taken by Flare. More of a scrum. Flare Dash ends up grabbing it. Trying to find an opening here. Takes it over. Trying to look for an opening. Taking it slow and steady. Pressured by Solar P. Gets stunned out by Solar P. Solar P is going to clear that one out. Bounces off some geometry. Ghost Duck grabs it. Ghost Duck going to find a passing lane here. Pressured by Revoltra and Flare Dash. Passes it over to Jack. Jack trying to get a goal. And the beautiful stun by Impact Gods here, allowing Jack to get the 2 points. Well played here from Killcode. They are playing as a team. They're passing well. They're getting the stuns off. And Deadlock is going to have to figure out a way to respond here, heading into the final moments of round 1 here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Guinea taking it slow. Bounces off some geometry unlucky. Lands up in the hands of Solar P. Solar P going to go for the immediate shot. Bounces off the shield. Solar P gets stunned out. The ball kind of, the disc kind of in no man's land here. Jack trying to grab it. Jack going for it. Stunned out by Guinea. Guinea's going to try to find an opening here. Passing it down to Flare Dash. Flare Dash going to clear it out. Revoltra on the regrab with Cool Whip. And that's a beautiful shot there from Revoltra from downtown. Deadlock getting some momentum back here in the final seconds of round 1. Killcode here with the offensive joust. We'll see what they can do to answer back here in the last minute and 30 seconds. Solar P with the disc. Passing it over to Jack. Jack over to Impact Gods. Impact Gods looking for an opening. Pressured by Flare Dash. Bounces off some geometry there, unluckily, for... Ends up in the hands of Solar P. Goes back to Impact Gods. Up to Ghost Duck. And he gets the beautiful goal. Assisted by Impact Gods. Just well played there from Killcode. Finding the openings. Deadlock really stretched thin there. And that's probably going to be the dagger for round 1. All right, Deadlock here with the offensive joust. Guinea immediately pressured by Ghost Duck, but gets it off to Revoltra. Revoltra passing it downfield, intercepted by Impact Gods, ends up in the hands of Jack, who clears it out. Triple regrab. Solar P off the ding ring, trying to go for the 3 there. Solar P grabs it back, passing it over to Jack. Jack looking for an opening here. Tries to go for the bounce shot, ends up in the hands of Impact Gods, passing it over to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck looking for an opening, pressured by Revoltra. Revoltra going to clear that out. Solar P and Impact Gods going back in the regrab. Ends up in the hands of Ghost Duck. Horn and Killcode going to have another chance at offense here. Ghost Duck doing some jukes. And a beautiful shot in the bottom pocket by Ghost Duck there. Well played here from Killcode in round 1. And that's going to be round 1 over. Heading into round 2. Beautiful plays here from Killcode. Killcode really setting the tempo, passing a lot. Does anybody in chat have any thoughts on what has happened so far in this match? Impact, beautiful pass. They did have some beautiful passes. W shot. Are you tired, gang? A little bit. 10:51 p.m. for me. Impact best goalie NA. Interesting take there from McBubbles. Impact did play well there. Ghost Duck leading kill code with 9 points. Revoltra providing the only 6 points there for Deadlock in that round. We'll see how Deadlock can do in the second round here. Yeah, my voice is definitely a bit cracked up right now. A little bit sick, but we move. All hail the amazing Impact. Impact has been playing very well today, especially with the stuns there, and allowing his teammates to get the opportunities. So we'll see how Deadlock can go here. All right, heading for the neutral joust here. About to be underway. All right. And Deadlock immediately wins the joust. However, it bounces quickly off the backboard. Ends up in the hands of Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck trying to clear it out. Impact Gods and Solar P off the fast regrabs. Impact Gods trying to grab the disc and go for the self goal. Very interesting there. Very good goal there from Impact Gods, pressuring the 3 Deadlock defenders. We'll see how Deadlock can respond here. Deadlock needs to start kind of moving on offense. Try to get some more passes, some more organized team plays. Guinea passing it over to Revoltra. Revoltra, not pressured by anybody. He's going to take his time. Just looking for an opening here. Solar P and Impact Gods back in the orange bubble. Tries to pass it to Cool Whip. A little bit off its mark. Ends up in the hands of Solar P, who passes it over to Jack. Going for the counterattack here. Kill code is. Passes it up to Impact Gods. Impact Gods up to Solar P. Down to Ghost Duck. And it's a beautiful passing play here from Kill Code. For 2. 4-0 off the rip for Kill Code. Deadlock is going to have to respond here. Hopefully Deadlock can figure things out here on offense. Getting here, looking for an opening. Over to the right to Revoltra. Revoltra passing it over to Flare Dash. Flare Dash, not pressured by anybody. He's going to take his time. Over to Revoltra, who's under heavy pressure by Jack and Ghost Duck. Solar P grabs it, taken by Flare. And Flare's going to score the 3, and it's immediately back in Deadlock's favor. Beautiful goal there from Deadlock and Flare Dash. We'll see how Kill Code can respond here. Kill Code is going to need to grab that momentum back. However, still 8 minutes left to go. Solar P at the quarterback position, passing it over to Jack. Jack, pressured by Revoltra, bounces his pass, bounces over some geometry. Jack tries to toss it back, ends up in the hands of Flare Dash, and Flare Dash is going to get the immediate 3, and it's in favor of Deadlock now. 6-4. Deadlock here taking advantage of the mistakes of Kill Code right now and able to put in 2 punishing 3s to seal that possession. All right. Kill Code here with the offensive joust. Solar P over to Jack. Jack looking for an opening. Passing it over to Impact Gods. Impact Gods up to Ghost Duck on the ceiling. Looking for an opening. Not pressured by anybody, so he's going to take his time. Ghost Duck on the left wall now. Passing it over to Impact Gods. Impact Gods with... And a beautiful shot by Ghost Duck, assisted by Impact Gods there. Able to overwhelm the Deadlock goalie. All right, Deadlock here with the offensive joust. We'll see how they can respond. Oh, and we've taken a timeout. We've lost a player. Chat, how are we feeling about this game so far? Round 2 has been moving pretty nicely so far. Even matchup, 6-6. Ghost Duck should be the Ghost Goat. Hello, Krogers. The Goats. Oh my. I'ma glaze Impact till I die. A lot of Impact fans here. Chow the best goalie. McBubbles with a me too. A lot of big Impact fans. 0 saves, says Moon Tate. Chow Hush. Ban Kuwait from playing Shituobi. Been a good match so far. Flare Dash continuing to provide pressure for Deadlock. On Killcode's side, Ostock with 13 points, although Impact Gods and Solar P both with 4 and 3 assists respectively, providing those team plays. And that's what Killcode has been able to do really successful so far. Can we get some ASMR? I would love to, but I'm sick right now. So I can't do it without hearing some crackling from the vocal cords. Shrekinator 558, best goalie of all time. Impact is the greatest true T. Interesting. Gotta study the film, foot cam. Unfortunately, my friend is borrowing my webcam right now, so can't give a foot cam. Although that would be interesting. All right, we're just waiting here for the timeout. We'll get him next time. Maybe Moonday, maybe. Anyways, very well played here from both teams in round 2. In round 1, definitely in favor of Kill Code. Although at the big start it was pretty even, but oh yeah, beautiful webcam right there. The black screen. I love auto. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Honestly, there's that like chart where it's like the 3. If you're like a purist, a structure purist, ingredient purist. I think if you're a purist for both, I think it's not a sandwich. But I think if in terms of ingredient purist with a little bit of flexibility with structure, I think most people say that hot dogs are sandwiches. Yo, your mic is on. I do know my mic is on. This is true. Milky Way 01115K. Just trying to spend the time here a little bit before the restart. Deadlock waiting for an extra player. Yo, you're casting a game right now. This is true. This is true, Krogers. All right. Just waiting here for both teams. Just waiting for... Yo, wait, we're timed out right now. Yes, we are timed out right now, Krogers. That is why I am talking all sorts of nonsense for you guys. How long is a technical pause? 5 minutes. And Deadlock has their players back. So hopefully this timeout will end very soon. That's crazy. What is a cast? Trod from Trod. Milky Way. Yo, wait, should I cast? Yo, wait, I should cast. Milky Way. Of course, you can submit an application and join the casting team. We'd love to have you on board. Yeah. So, hope to see you soon. All right. We're getting started here again. Deadlock with the offensive joust. Good luck to the teams. Thank you, Krogers, for unpausing. All right. Getty here with the disc. Gonna try to find an opening here. All right. Pressured by Solar P. Over to Flare Dash. Flare Dash gonna give it over to Cool Whip. Cool Whip trying to find an opening. Passing it over to Revoltra, who's pressured by Jack. Gonna reset it back to Guinea. Guinea passing it up to Revoltra. Revoltra trying to find an opening. Pass it to Flare Dash. And that's a great team play from Deadlock. Something that we haven't seen a lot today. And it looks like Deadlock is taking their advantage of the tactical timeout. All right, Kill Code able to respond here, of course. Still 6 minutes left in the match. Coming out of their tunnels. Solar P looking for an opening, passing it over to Jack. Jack, pressured immediately by Revoltra and Cool Whip. Revoltra gonna pass it over to Flare Dash versus Solar P. Good save by Solar P. And Ghost Duck is gonna grab that and presumably clear it out, passing it over to Impact Gods, immediately pressured, but immediately gets the pass off to intended for Jack, although floating right now. Jack trying to stun Guinea. Solar P going for the bounce shot, pressured by Guinea. Ghost Duck gets the nice shot off the regrabs and gets the goal. And Kill Code answers right back 8-8 here with 5 minutes to go. All right, Deadlock here with the offensive joust. We'll see what they can do in response. Coming out of their tunnels, Guinea at the quarterback position. Looking, pressured by the fast stack of Jack and Ghost Duck. Passing it forward to Cool Whip. Cool Whip gonna try to find an opening here. Passing it down to Flare Dash. Flare Dash pressured by Ghost Duck. Trying to dodge him. Over to Guinea. Guinea gives it over to Revoltra. Back to Guinea. Saved by Impact Gods. What a great save there. Back to Guinea. Tries to go for the bounce shot. Ends up in the hands of Revoltra. Revoltra pressured by 3 Kill Code defenders. Impact God's going to clear that one out. Over to Guinea. Guinea's going to try to bring back the Deadlock offense. Passing it over to Cool Whip. Cool Whip trying to find an opening. Tries to go for the pocket. Ends up off the ding ring. Revoltra under some heavy pressure. Gets it off to Flare Dash. Flare Dash saved by Solar P. Jack clears it out. And we're going to see who gets the regrabs back. And Guinea's going to be the first one back. Pressured by Ghost Duck. Passing it over to Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Ghost Duck gets stunned out. That's going to leave one less Kill Code defender. Intercepted by Impact Gods. Doesn't even matter. Maybe an extra person on offense. Guinea trying to clear it out. Bounces off some geometry. Over to Jack. Jack's going to intercept it. Jack looking for an opening. And he gets the shot over Guinea. Beautiful shot there from Kill Code. 10-8 here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Beautiful stuff here. We'll see Deadlock on the offensive joust. Guinea trying to find an opening here. Passing it over to the left. Flare Dash under some heavy pressure by Solar P. Ghost Duck ends up grabbing it from Guinea. Ghost Duck goes for the immediate shot. And it's a beautiful shot from 3. And that's going to switch the momentum in favor of Kill Code. Deadlock really going to have to recover here in the last final 3 minutes. Anything could happen. They could still come out on top. We'll see here. They're going to go for the offensive joust out of their tunnels. A little bit of lag there. Guinea and Cool Whip on the fast stack, pressured by Solar P. Intercepted by Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck trying to clear it out. Guinea trying to go back. Guinea gonna clear it out over to intended for Revoltra. Ghost Duck ends up grabbing it over to Solar P. Solar P is gonna pass it up to Jack, pressured by Cool Whip, who gets stunned out. Solar P ends up grabbing it over to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck looking for the shot. Nope, passes it to Jack. Jack goes for the dunk over Guinea. And that's gonna be 2 points for Kill Code here with 2 minutes to go. Well played here from Kill Code. Kill Code really ramping up the pressure on Deadlock here with the interceptions and the steals. We'll see what Deadlock can do with the offensive joust. The fast stack of Cool Whip and Guinea over to a little bit in no man's land. Impact Gods ends up intercepting it over to Solar P. Solar P going to go for the long bounce shot. Ends up missing. Ends up in the hands of Flare Dash. Flare Dash looking for an opening here. Clears it out. Revoltra off the regrab. Over to Guinea. Guinea kind of gets blocked by the shield there. Guinea and Ghost Duck. A little bit of a scrum there. Ghost Duck going to pass it back to Impact Gods. Impact Gods pressured by Revoltra. Impact Gods going to clear it out. Over to Jack. Jack is going to look for an opening here. Stolen by Guinea. Guinea with the stun out. Over to Revoltra. Revoltra with the shot over Impact Gods. And 2 points for Deadlock here. Not a lot of time, though. 1 minute left. We'll see what pressure Deadlock can provide in an attempt to tie this game up. We'll see how it goes. Kill Code here with the offensive joust. Solar P passing it over to Jack. Jack under heavy pressure by the fast stack of Flare Dash and Cool Whip. Over to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck over to Impact Gods. Impact Gods looking for an opening. Gonna waste a little bit of time here. Smart here from Impact Gods. Impact Gods under pressure from Revoltra. Gonna have to pass it over to Solar P. More time wasting. Back to Impact Gods. Definitely some time wasting here. Back to Solar P. 24 seconds left on the clock. Deadlock is going to need a miracle here. Over to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck over to Jack. Jack tries to go for the shot off the ding ring. Revoltra going for it. Revoltra going to try to clear that one out. Bounces off some geometry. Cool Whip and Guinea there. Cool Whip going to pass it over. Never mind. Goes for the immediate long shot. And it's a beautiful 3 from Deadlock. However, that's round 2 over. And GG's. Well played here from both teams. Love the perseverance from Deadlock, especially in that round 2. Well played from Kill Code all around, able to keep pressure on Deadlock and able to force a lot of mistakes, interceptions, and steals. Thank you, Krogers, for unpausing. You're the GOAT. Glad I could pause the game for everyone. Yeah, well played from both teams. Any thoughts now that the game is over? I love Impact. Glad I could cast for y'all. Best goalie. Jack, me too. Go to save Impact. Thanks, Milky Way. Yep, thanks, Milky Way. Kroger's Stinky from Mountainous. All right. Well, that's it for today, folks. I hope your Thursday night was fantastic. Make sure to put an application if you want to become a caster and join the casting team, or if you want to be a camera operator and join the camera operating team. Thank you to Trod for the beautiful cams, and thank you all for watching. Thank you, Gaga Goose. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.